He is arguably the greatest hitter of all time. Ted Williams was born on this day 101 years ago.
Oh, there's no argument. And this is the day that his daughter Claudia has chosen to open her bed and breakfast called the Splendid Splinter. It's the house in Vermont where Ted raised her, and it is filled with family mementos.
Claudia told us all about her work to get it ready for guests during her recent visit to the Moxie Festival in Lisbon.
I have decided to open up my family home where my father and mother raised my brother and I in southern Vermont, and I have turned it into a bed and breakfast / museum. Because it is my homestead, there will be pictures and awards and things that people have never seen, a very intimate look at both my parents and the phenomenal lives they both led. I recently lost my mom, and I have when you go through that experience, it's feels good to go home, and I feel closest to my parents when I talk about them. And a lot of people love coming to me, telling me stories about their experience with my father or even with my mother, and just opening up my family just feels like keeping them that much closer. And I have retraced a lot of my family's footprints, and that is what brought me to Maine. And one very memorable, I should say, a visit was when we stopped and met with Bud Levitt, used to be a reporter for the Bangor News, and Dad and Bud Levitt did a commercial together for Nissin Bread, and that was a wonderful, very funny time.
I recognize you too.
I fooled you. I'll tell you that right now.
Where's your Nissin butter top?
We're waiting for a load of them. I like the cinnamon buns the best.
Ted Williams loved Maine, loved to salmon fish, and he would come here specifically, and I wish I remembered the name of the man who did this, but he was a very famous tie flyer.
Oh, interesting.
And he would come here and buy tackle from him. And of course, salmon fishing and Ted Williams are synonymous, and it's been almost like coming home.
Want a drink? Hurry up.
Ted Williams was a spokesman for Moxie, and I've always heard of the Moxie Festival, and I was a judge yesterday at the recipe contest. That was phenomenal. I can't believe some of the delicious meals that I ate that have Moxie as an ingredient. And then this morning there was a very competitive 5K race, which I came and watched and handed out the awards. 79 and older, I just gave out the award for the man who won that division of the race, and the first thing he wanted to tell me was that he was old enough to see my dad play baseball. I never got to see my dad play, and that's what I love the most about coming to New England and meeting the fans of Ted Williams. I love the stories that they have to tell me.
You know, there's probably a generation of fans who only know Ted Williams in Maine from those bread commercials with Bud Levitt.
Right.
Because they were great. It made you hungry. If Ted says he likes it, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, and we opened your house up to people staying overnight, but we didn't tell you, and that got really weird really fast.